kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's up.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 29. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
By the Jaguars.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 21. Bengals nothing.
And Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Mixon with it. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. The ultimate speedster showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise. More.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now Haskins on 1st down. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
48-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And a Jaguar 1st down.
They go play action with Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, Geis. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, he's got some. And I think the ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Completion here to Claypool. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chase Claypool. As the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Haskins on third down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. This is Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Bengals.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking deep downfield. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Once again, they run with Mixon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
The Bengals.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Burrow will throw. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
Bengals 23.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Jaguars take over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down.
Here's Geis. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And it's third down.
Third down. Here's Haskins. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium there in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run on first down. Nixon. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
Now they run with Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Coverage there by Von Bell.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing again, here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Jaguars.
On first down, it's Haskins. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars add on. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Again, it's Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Jaguars.
On first down, this is Geis. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
44, Bengals 26.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 38.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They begin with a run by Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
Kick is good.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 51, Bengals 33. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for him. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot.
And my goodness, another interception. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And they work this out past the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
It's a gain of 20.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Play action. Haskins looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Haskins back to the air. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They go play action now. Haskins rolling to his right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Haskins pass intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
On first down, Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Jags grab it. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile,